everybody and welcome on today's video. Today I'm going to do some quite heavy work on my tiger bark ficus because I don't think it looks good. I do want to make quite some changes. Well, it's really the cookie cutter bonsai, you know. If you followed this project, well, you saw that I was trying to graft a new top here, which is coming from that back branch. There's a little shoot here that I might use, so I'm not going to do anything about that. But I also think that I'm lacking a branch here and that I'm lacking a branch there. I want to keep this tree fairly small. And by having a branch here and there, probably the taper will increase in this portion and also in this portion and will make the tree better. So therefore I'm going to graft a branch here and graft a branch there. Now in order to do that, I'm going to use this back branch. So one branch will come over here, through that one branch will come over there. So I need to prepare these branches there, to do that, and therefore, well, I need to do a complete defoliation on that portion. So that's what I'm going to start with. So that's not complicated. I'm just gonna take every leaf and remove the petiole here and, well, cut that. So yeah, you see me in a weird angle because it is really hot today, and well, it's the last days of really hot weather, so I'm in the shadow, and so I'm going to remove all the leaves on this and this portion of the tree, so the back branch here, well, especially the longest shoots, and yeah, and when this is done I'll be back. So while I was defoliating, I noticed that I had some scale insects, so I need to remove these guys. Of course, when you defoliate, you see here he is, when you defoliate it becomes obvious and very easy to see where these guys are hiding, so better have a good look. Now, when you defoliate a ficus, so I'm not really an expert, but I've been watching quite some videos about ficus the last couple of weeks before I even attempted to do this. These ficus, they bleed, they have some white sap coming out of wounds, and you don't really have to use wound paste, but they really like a little water when you do some cuts, so that helps, and I even feel that it loosens the scales in this matter, so I'm going to make this branch a little wet, and I'm going to continue the work that I planned now. So I want one branch here and I want one branch there, and since I have two ramifications on this back branch, I think it's going to be possible. Now the best thing to do, I think, is to put a good wire on this back branch so that I can guide these branches, these two guys here in the back, in the right spot, and then I can see where I'm reaching these portions, and then I can drill my holes. So the first thing that I need to do is to make this thing wired up. So that's a simple technique where you put your your one wire with two sides on a side, and then you wire them together, which makes it very strong. And when you reach the fork, well, you split up with one. And it's always good to support your wire so that you put your wire around your branch and not your branch around your wire. Trying not to destroy any shoots here. And I'm not going to go all the way because, well, obviously this has to pass through the tree. So now I'm going to see what is possible. Which branch can come here, which branch can come there. So that might be a little tricky. Let me think. So obviously this whole thing has to come down. And it would make sense to have this one through here and this one through there. Now, is it long enough? Or do I have to put this one here and this one there? Now that might be complicated. So I'm just going to have to try a few different techniques. So I'm going to shut down the camera and then we'll see, because, well, you don't want me see doing too much crazy stuff. Yeah, so this is going to work. I'm gonna put this one through here, and this one is long enough, so that's gonna work. Now the first thing that I need to do is drill a hole, and therefore I'm going to start with the smallest bit and drill in the exact direction where I want this branch to come out. So I'd like it to come out right here. So I'm going to take my drill and drill a hole, starting with 3 mil, and then I'll make it a little bigger with 5 mil. I sharpened my drills. So yeah, let's do that. So I want this branch to come out of the first bend here, slightly to the front, and not high in the bend, but rather low. And I want it to come up. I don't like trees growing down. I like it to come up this way. So this is what I need to do. Okay, so let's do that. So that's 3 mil. It might be enough, but I'd like to go 5 because I don't want to damage the buds when I put the branch right through it. So that's good. And now the other side. Again 3 mil, and here I want the branch a little higher and maybe a little more just to the side, so like this. So this is going to be a little easier because, well, the trunk is not that thick here. So now 5 mil. Okay, and that's done. So now I need to put this guy in this hole. So most of the time the wound where it comes out is not really that clean, so I need to fix that. Okay, and I'm going to take the longest of these shoots now and try to get it in here. There's a terminal bud here, so I really want this one to be as clean as can be. So it's a slow and very careful process, and it's true. It's coming out here, so that's good. So a little more, I think, would be even better. And the little clicks you hear are just the petioles. Okay, now I have a little piece of wire left here, and I'm going to use that to get here around the trunk and by that secure the branch that comes out. So I'm going to do the same with this one, which is, well, basically the same operation. So I'll be back when this is done. Okay, so that's what you call a thread graft. I'm going to remove this little branch here because I want all the strength to go in this one. Like so. Now, thread grafts, most of the time, they're not a big problem. They're fairly easy. I'd like to keep some growth on this back branch, but not too much. So I'm going to remove a few little shoots coming from here. Just keep 2 or 3 maybe. I'll keep 3 because, well, you want the strength here and here in the grafts so that it closes a little faster. But I think that might not be a problem. So that's one thing. And then we have this graft here in the top, which is not really okay at this point, but yeah. I'm tired of having all the energy flowing into this big branch that I will not use. And, well, you know, I'm keeping it at the moment just to have more vigor in this portion, but I just think that it's, well, consuming too much of the energy, so here it goes. Don't know if this will make it as a cutting, but that would be cool. so I'm going to try that. So this is the new top, this portion. This comes from the back here, so this will be a back branch that I have to rewire, of course. I might try to get this a little cleaner. Like so. Just going to spray this. And then this branch also is of course a very important branch, because that's where the graft has to grow on. But I'm probably just going to reduce it here and here, leaving this little stub, because I really want to be sure that this portion stays alive. So in the future, well, this will have to disappear, and I'll form the top with this and all the stuff that grows here. And here we have the carnage cam to make Blue Jay happy, from Blue Jay Bonsai. I highly recommend his channel. Always nice, always interesting, well filmed. And yeah, really worth your visit. And not only the carnage cam, but also the carnage weapon. Should include scissors here, but okay. But this time the carnage cam will not really be carnage. I'm sure I can make some really nice cuttings with that, and surely this and this. Maybe even, no, this is too small. Because, well, these are my cuttings from last year, so I'm really happy with that. And I'm even happier with the ones that I took a month or two ago, because as you can see, they're starting to grow, and this is really great. I'm going to make a huge fusion project with these ficuses, I'm sure of that. And the good thing is they all come from the same plant here, so they are going to be identical in shape, in color, in size. So that's really nice. So just to give it a shot, I'm going to try to root this big thing. It's almost pencil thick. If this works, well, that's going to be a really nice start for a little tree. So of course I'm going to remove a few leaves because this thing has no roots. But okay, I'll try to root a thick one, and I'll keep you updated in the coming months. So yeah, this of course will work. This will work perfectly. And that's it. I hope you liked the video. If you liked it, please hit the like button. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm. And that's it. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.